To this day.
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 What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay Wilder, Malik Scott. Get this. Trainer of Wilder, Malik Scott. Wilder is coming to send Joshua to the next dimension. Malik Scott, the trainer for the WBC heavyweight champion, former, Deontay Wilder expects his boxer to stop Anthony Joshua in the early rounds. The two sides are hoping to finalize a deal for a high-stakes showdown in the month of January in Saudi Arabia. Joshua was back in the ring. He knocked out Helenius in round 8. We know the story. Wilder has been out of the ring since last October with the same opponent, Robert Helenius. And this is what he had to say, Malik Scott. He said, I know that Joshua only has 3 or 4 rounds in the ring with Deontay Wilder before he gets knocked out. AJ wants to overthink and sit back and play that game, and we're not going to allow that. Deontay's coming to send him to the next dimension, and that's his intention. Bars. When he's not punching you, he's punching through you. The difference is the violent aspect. Deontay Wilder is way more violent with his hips and bad intention punches than AJ will ever be. Malik Scott. Let me counterpunch. Well, these predictions are only predictions. Now, everything Malik Scott said is absolutely true. I think Deontay Wilder does punch with mean intentions. I mean, any guy that punches you and he breaks his own hand and he's willing to do that each and every fight, you're talking about a madman. I want it in blood. I want a body in the ring. Those things like that definitely gives him the reputation. Now, will it happen though? Well, it depends. Based on Deontay Wilder, we haven't seen enough of him. That's the problem. We know he can knock people out. He did that with Helenius, and it's like, okay, back to normal. But then people forget. You forget the mental aspect, the neurology aspect, the durability aspect, the mental state. These things have to be questioned. What happens when Joshua hits him? Sure, I believe that Deontay Wilder is probably the hardest puncher in the heavyweight division right now. Not period or in the world or ever. But I think he does have that one punch. That's what makes him so dangerous. But will that always do it for him? That's the question. See, we learned with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was not the same old average bear, He was a guy that was very experienced. And Tyson Fury knew, hey, I can beat this guy. He doesn't have much. I know I can beat him. And the only fight that he really struggled is in the 9th round in the first fight and in the 12th round in the first fight. The other two, well, we got to add the 4th round in the 3rd fight, to be fair. Sorry, Wilder fans. Sorry, right? But that's all because of Wilder's punch. Well, what happens when you get up? Can Deontay Wilder finish now? Did Malik Scott teach him to be a finisher? Or is he on that bandwagon, when he hits you, you're out? Because, yeah, that could happen. But as history tells us, that always don't happen. And the one person it didn't happen with beat him twice. And that's Tyson Fury. All you got to do is get up. Now, to be fair, Deontay Wilder was a lot heavier. So at 220, he's dangerous. That's the sweet spot. But I think Malik Scott is saying that because he believes that. But more importantly, I think him and Deontay Wilder are like brothers. They have a close bond. Malik Scott took a dive for him, for Christ's sake. Come on, we all know that. Come on, I'm not going to fake for anybody. Just keep it a buck. So that tells you, hey, I'm not going to hit you because I don't want to hurt you. But I do want you to go with this punch that won't land. and get on the ground and stay there. Roll around like he did and get paid. That's why I love you. I don't want to hurt you because I believe in my power. Now, you imagine that conversation between Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder when he took that dive. I mean, he took a deep dive, right? But Deontay Wilder can deliver that punch, but will he? Now, I do agree. If Anthony Joshua plays too scared, that could happen. But I think what Malik Scott is banking on is what could happen and what recently happened. See, he knocked out Helenius, and then Helenius gave Anthony Joshua a pretty good damn fight on short notice. He busted his face up, busted his eyes, his nose, right? He gave that guy a fight. But Wilder knocked him out. But does that mean Wilder is better than Joshua? No. It just means he's the type of guy that has the type of mentality to take you out. But the dangerous part of it is that's his only go-to. I'm not going to box you round after round. I'm going to knock you out. Well, what happens when you don't knock someone out? Well, I mean, we've seen the Stavern one fight. Okay, but, he boxed in that fight. He literally boxed Stavern in that fight. And he knocked him out just as viciously in the second fight. So, Deontay Wilder's dangerous, but when you get in there with that type of caliber of fighter, you may see something else. Now, if it happens, if Wilder knocks Anthony Joshua out, it would say two things. One, he would be the first person to take Joshua out. Okay? Second, he would be that guy that took care of his rival, just like Terrence Crawford took care of Errol Spence. His marquee value will rise. And it will be true, the second part of his career will be very fun if he gets the knockout. Okay? So, but let me leave you guys with this. I think Anthony Joshua really wanted to fight Deontay Wilder. At some point, I think he actually wanted it. I'm not sure about Eddie Hearn, but I know Anthony Joshua wanted that fight. Okay? Now, I think Anthony Joshua at that time, I think he believed in his power. I think he believed in his style. And I think that's exactly what he should do. If he can remember that style that he had, that go get him AJ, that AJ, hey, fuck it, it's a fight anyway, let's do it. Not this guy that gets hit because he's overthinking. That overthinking will get him knocked out because, see, Wilder's a kind of guy, if he sees it and it's there, he's going to throw it. And if it lands, it's over. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Malik Scott stating that he is going, or his fighter, Deontay Wilder, is going to knock Anthony Joshua into the next dimension. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!